If you don't know, heart disease has been the number one killer for about 100 years, thus, in the form of a heart attack or stroke. Now, cholesterol is a contributing factor, as is high blood pressure and high sugar levels, as well as inflammation and various other factors. However, high and low cholesterol levels are both linked to health problems, especially high LDL cholesterol levels. I'm going to focus on the most common cause of high cholesterol, and it's one that rarely anyone ever speaks of. Yet, this is something I discovered over 20 years ago when both my parents started having cholesterol problems. First off, genetics plays a big role in everything. However, only a small percentage of people have genetic hypercholesterolemia, which basically means no matter what they do, they always have high cholesterol. Now, these people for sure should be taking cholesterol-lowering drugs. In fact, that's what these powerful drugs were originally developed for these specific rare genetic groups, not for everyone like they're prescribed for these days. We also have the rare few who always have low cholesterol no matter what. Again, I assume that you and I don't fall in these extreme categories. This is where most experts and doctors will say that lifestyle is a major cause of high cholesterol. Yes, very true. But that's so vague and generic. I mean, you can blame lifestyle factors on everything because there are so many factors and variables. You have diet, you have exercise, you have stress management, sleep, nutrient absorption, and so on and so forth. That's like changing your entire life, right? Most people don't or can't do all of this. They can't make such a big commitment, so they end up doing nothing, and then things only get worse as they age. Of course, I think it goes without saying that eating healthy foods and not processed junky, packaged foods is the ideal decision. And I think everyone knows that the more you move and thus exercise daily, the better your health. And I think everyone agrees that the less stress you have, the happier you are, the less worry, and the better your sleep all contribute to a healthier body and mind. However, I want you to think about something really important. Why is it that the older we get, the worse the cholesterol problems, regardless of lifestyle changes or improvements? Why is it that young people, teenagers and people in their 20s, they eat junk, they party, they get drunk, they don't take care of their bodies, they don't sleep enough, yet they rarely have cholesterol problems? And why is it that when women hit menopause, all of a sudden they have high cholesterol? Well, there's one common denominator and cause to all of this, and that's the negative changes in your hormones due to aging. Now, youthful hormones, they can quickly fix problems in your body. They speed up repair. They get rid of toxins. They allow for better nutrient absorption, which is super important. And when you think about it, it makes sense. But then you might also be thinking, well, I can't get younger and all my hormones aren't going to change back in their youthful levels. So now what? And this is the same problem I ran into with my parents over 20 years ago. By the way, they did improve their lifestyle and their cholesterol did improve, but not by much. It was only a little bit, despite all the sacrifices they made with the lifestyle, and it got also very expensive. And they eventually did take cholesterol-lowering drugs, as that's what their doctors wanted to do, but they ended up having lots of negative side effects, which we all know these days, but didn't know 20 years ago. What ultimately worked is when I gave my parents the specific nutrients that an aging body or more mature body needs. This way, your body can naturally heal itself from within because it now has all the correct tools and the correct nutrients. And I've listed the best nutrients and solution below this video in the description area. I've also made another video you can take a look at, and the topic is entitled, How I Lowered My Parents' Cholesterol by 30 Points in 30 Days. Again, this was all done naturally. There's no change in diet or exercise plan. But either way, please make sure that you visit the links below. Take action today while it's fresh on your mind.